Welcome everyone to another edition of the Northwestern College Red Raider Spotlight. Today's guest, senior men's basketball player Grant Rohrer. Grant, thank you for joining me. How are things going with online learning and your life right now?
Things are going pretty well. The transition to online learning, it took a little bit to get used to at the start, but I think I've got the hang of it now. I'm also, I've been doing some golfing, some fishing, and then with my nursing degree, I'm still able to do preceptor at Sanford and Sioux Falls. So on Friday, I actually have my last shift, and I'll get my 120 hours in, and I'll be finished with preceptor.
What branch or what's involved with the preceptorship?
Yeah, so it's basically an internship at the hospital. I have to complete 120 hours with a nurse that currently works at the hospital. Right now I'm at Sanford on the cancer oncology unit.
Has that worked out well? Did you have to stop for a while, or has that gone pretty smoothly?
Yeah, there's been definitely some rough patches. I started actually at Avera on a med surg floor, and I got 2 shifts in there. And then Avera decided they weren't going to let students do preceptor or clinical anymore. So I waited a few weeks, and then Sanford allowed me to come in and finish my preceptor with them.
With your schoolwork, you still find time to golf and fish, like you said?
Yeah, I usually try to get my schoolwork done in the morning and in the afternoon, and then take a little break at night and go golf or fish or whatever.
Where do you like to golf? Here in Landsmere?
Yeah.
Where's your fishing hotspot?
I don't know if I can disclose that information. No, it's a couple places back home.
Okay. And home is where?
Slayton, Minnesota.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
So let's reflect on this past basketball season, a season that you actually completed. What were some of the highs and lows of this past season?
Yeah, overall, I thought we had a really good season. It was a very fun senior season. Some of the highs, obviously, going to California over Christmas break. That was a blast, just to hang out with the team and just get close to all those guys, especially as a senior, you don't always have as much time to spend with the freshmen during the season, but when you're out in California and there's no schoolwork to worry about or anything like that, you can spend more time getting to know them and just building a stronger bond with the team. So yeah, just being on the beach. Yeah.
In addition to basketball out in California, what are some other things that you did?
Yeah, so we stayed at a hotel right on Huntington Beach. So got to go out on the water pretty much every single day. Went to a few different places to eat. Went to Seal Beach, to kind of like this shopping area for one night. So did a couple different things, and yeah, it was a lot of fun. Went to Coach Corver's parents' home, and so visited with them for a bit. So it was a lot of fun.
Your season ended at the national tournament. Congratulations on that up at the Pentagon, and talk about that experience and what that meant to close out your career at the national tournament.
Yeah, that was definitely one of our goals, especially for us seniors, was to get to the national tournament this year in Sioux Falls. So that was definitely a fun accomplishment, and glad we had the opportunity to play at the national tournament.
You and your fellow front court mate, Craig Sturck, seem to complement each other very well. You kind of had the inside presence, and Craig the inside, but also the perimeter game. Pretty good combo there.
Yeah, it was definitely a lot of fun playing with Craig this season. I think, like you said, we complemented each other well. He's very deadly from the three-point line and a good perimeter player, as well as, an athlete who can run and jump. And I'm more focused on, posting up and stuff. So, yeah, it was a lot of fun to play alongside him and work in the post together.
Reflections on your overall career here at Northwestern as a basketball player. Any advice that you would give to your returning teammates or incoming freshmen?
Yeah, I would definitely say make the most of it. A lot of, it's always said you never know how fast it's going to go till it's done. And it definitely went by fast. And, it's not all about the time, the minutes you spend out on the court. It's about, building those friendships, of 4 years of basketball, I built so many friends just through the sport and teammates. And I think that's one of the most important things is just to cherish your time with your teammates because it goes by pretty quick.
As a nursing major, that's a pretty busy major. You have to get lots of hours in, along with the rigors of the academic portion of that. How did you juggle being a basketball player, being an athlete, and the academic side?
For me, I actually tend to do better on a schedule. So I think basketball actually helped me with my academics. You have your schoolwork, your classes, and then you go to practice. And then after practice, that time is for school. Not playing video games or hanging out really, because you can definitely fall into that trap. So having that schedule and that structure definitely helped me to, stay focused in my studies as well as, put time into basketball.
How has Northwestern, not just the basketball program, but Northwestern in general, how has that made you the person you are right now today?
Yeah, just the people here. There's so many influences and role models on this campus. It's just unreal. The amount of people who have influenced me over these 4 years in so many different ways. And I think that's pretty special, and that's why Northwestern's a special place.
You have anyone in particular that you'd like to share on who has influenced you?
Yeah, I mean, for my coaches, obviously Coach Corver, Coach Miller, and then Coach Clark, who helped coach in my earlier years as a basketball player. I'd say those three are some of the big influencers in my life.
What's next for you? What's up this summer and beyond? What are some of your goals?
Mm-hmm. So currently I'm studying for the NCLEX, which is the test you need to pass after graduation to get your RN license. After that, I'm hoping to work either in the Sioux Falls or Minneapolis area. And then depending on when that job would start, I would just try to find a little part-time job this summer around my local home area.
Has that been challenging due to the COVID pandemic?
It's been a little challenging. There's been a few hospitals that I've applied to where they've just turned down the application due to COVID because the news kind of portrays like the healthcare field being overworked and very busy, and that definitely is the case in some places. But where COVID isn't a big issue, the census has been pretty low as far as patients have gone. So nurses' shifts are getting cut back a little bit.
Good. I'd like to close with a little go-to section where we get to know some of your favorite things, and if you don't mind. So I'll start off with an easy one. What's your go-to food?
Pizza.
Any particular kind? Like
Buffalo
Pizza Ranch, Pizza Hut? What do you like?
Probably Pizza Ranch. Yeah.
Good answer. Go-to movie?
Shawshank Redemption.
Another good answer. Go-to musical group?
Old Dominion.
When you're not studying or involved with basketball, what's your go-to activity?
Probably fishing.
Favorite sport to watch?
Basketball.
Pro or college?
College for the most part, but I enjoy pro too.
Do you have a particular favorite team?
The Timberwolves, even though they're not very good.
Pick anywhere in the United States to vacation to. Where would that be and why?
I would probably say California. I really enjoy that area just because, in the summer it's hot, but it's not humid. And the weather's always pretty fair.
Do you like the beach?
Yeah.
And you like to fish, obviously.
Yeah.
Pick any sporting event, pro or college, to attend in person. What would it be?
Definitely a Duke basketball game at Cameron.
Awesome. Have you ever been there yet?
I haven't. No.
You versus Coach Corver, 3-point contest. Who wins?
Probably Coach Corver. Coach Corver.
Coach Miller versus Grant Rohrer. 3-point contest. Who wins?
Coach Miller.
You are way too humble, Grant.
I'm not a good 3-point shooter, so.
You versus Craig Sturck. 3-point contest. Who wins?
Craig Sturck.
Man. All right. You versus me. 3-point contest. Who wins?
I don't know. I haven't seen you shoot a 3.
Gotta come up. Gotta pick a winner.
I'll say me this time.
And what's the score to 10?
7 threes to 5.
Okay, fair enough. Grant, that's all. Thank you for joining us, and best of luck as you finish up, and best luck this summer.
Thank you.